Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy iBelva here, and today what we're going to be doing is doing somewhat of a follow-up video. We can call this like a part 2, a little extra addition, a remix, if you will, to my previous Elgato chat link video, where I show you guys how to link up party chat with a Nintendo Switch and still stream at the same time. That video was posted almost a year ago, so I figured, you know what, maybe we should do a follow-up, as I did receive this one comment from someone asking if it is possible to do this whole setup with wireless headphones. So I got to thinking, is it actually possible? Well, I guess we're going to find in this video. Go ahead and give it a like, subscribe for more content like this, and let's just go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into what you need. First, obviously you're going to need a wireless headset, an Elgato capture card, HD60S or HD60S Plus, an Elgato chat link cable or something similar. I've seen on people have made comments on my previous video that it's possible for other cables to work with this. I would definitely just check, make sure that cable definitely works as the Elgato chat link does in the same way. But yeah, you can go on Amazon and find something like that that's similar. Next, you're going to need a ground loop isolator with a male to male 3.5 audio cable. This the audio cable should come with a ground loop isolator when you purchase it from Amazon, but just make sure in the description that it does come with one, because you know some people like to be cheap. All right, so the next thing you will need is a Switch compatible Bluetooth audio transmitter, which also needs to have a 3.5 millimeter audio adapter, just like the one on the image here. You can see the audio adapter, the 3.5 millimeter audio adapter is actually very important. If you do end up getting a USB one, it won't work, so make sure it has this little audio like attachment on it. And last, this is also very important, you will need a USB external mic that's plugged into your Switch. This has to be separate from the mic that you use from streaming. I'll get to why later, but let's go ahead and just show you how to plug everything up. Alrighty, so pulling out the Elgato HD60S, what we're going to do first off is take the little audio cable that, like I said, it should come with your ground loop isolator. You're going to plug one in to the isolator and then the other end inside of the audio port of the Elgato capture card, like so. There should be another port on the other side of the isolator. What you're going to do next is plug in the long part of the Elgato chat link cable. If you're not using that or using something similar, this cable, if you pay attention to the actual port, the end tip of it, there should be 2 rings on it. You want to make sure you use the one with 2 rings, and you're going to place it inside of the other end of the isolator. Next, you're going to go all the way down on the other side of the cable. There should be another end that has 3 rings. It should be just like a shorter cable on the chat link cable, the one from Elgato, but that one should have 3 rings around the tip of the 3.5 head jack port thing. You want to put that inside of your Nintendo Switch. Next, you should see a female port that is out in the open. This is used to either plug in your headphones, but in this case, since we're doing the wireless video, we're going to be plugging in that Switch compatible Bluetooth audio transmitter that we talked about, the one with the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack cable thing. Just want to plug that right inside of the female port of the chat link cable. Alrighty, so now that we have everything connected, we're going to move over to the software. First, we're going to show you the Elgato Game Capture HD software, and then we're going to show you Streamlabs OBS with the Elgato HD60S. So let's go ahead and do that. Up the Elgato Game Capture software first. You see I have the HD60S currently plugged in here. What we're going to do, currently I have Bluetooth AirPods in my ear right now. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and click on this little icon up here. If you're not sure, if you haven't used the software before, I do have another video kind of showing you guys how to use the Elgato Game Capture HD software. You can definitely check that out if you are interested in that. But what we're going to do is click on this little tools icon over here. And next, we are going to make sure that we have with analog audio check marked. And then we're going to just go hit OK. And then when we do that, we should see over here in the game audio section, we can actually see as I move around. If you guys are, used to the Switch, when you move around like this, there's some little clickety clackies that go on. Now we have audio actually coming into the stream itself. Alrighty, so one more thing I did want to point out is that you do want, well, a few more things. You do want to make sure your game audio is actually turned up pretty high. If you see here, I've got it at a medium setting, and you can see how low that volume is. Your stream's gonna be able to notice that your volume is really low, and they won't be able to hear it. So you want to make sure just before stream, just make sure you have everything set up pre-stream, that your volume is at a decent level, where your audience can actually hear it. And just like in my last video, if you are having issues where you do set it up, the best option would be to unplug the chat link cable from the Nintendo Switch, go through and force close your software that you use to broadcast, and then hook everything back up and see if it works from there. That's from my understanding, that's just something common. I go through it just about every stream, where I have to get that set up multiple times. So you just want to make sure you have everything working pre-stream before you go live and nobody can hear anything. That's definitely happened to me multiple times. So alrighty, so what we have open up right now is Streamlabs OBS, and if you are using the Elgato HD60S, what you're going to need is the it's pretty much a separate software to allow you to actually stream on Streamlabs or OBS. If you don't have this, I'll leave a little link in the description below on how to set this up. This won't be a full tutorial on how to set up your Elgato with Streamlabs, so I'm just assuming for the most part you guys already have this. But with that, you need to go ahead and click up in this corner up here. This is going to be the icon that appears on your MacBook, and you need to go to Preferences, and the audio input, audio gains, the audio input section, needs to be switched to analog line in, which is basically the same thing that you guys saw with the Elgato Game Capture HD software. And then with that, you should be good to go. You should have audio coming through that way. Unfortunately, I do have an M1 Mac Mini, and unfortunately this software is not compatible even through Rosetta 2. So I'm not going to be able to get any kind of audio or any kind of screen on this, but I have tested this on my older MacBook, which had one of the Intel processors, and it worked fine. So if you do have any issues, if you are running an Intel MacBook, you run through the same troubleshooting steps as the Game Capture HD software, unplugging the chat link cable, turning to close the software, force close the software. You can even go in here and quit OBS link and restart that. Sometimes that does fix that as well. Alrighty, so if you guys are using the Elgato HD60S Plus, I do want to point out that in my test runs using a Mac, I actually cannot get any kind of party chat working with this device. For whatever reason, the Elgato OBS link software only works with the HD60S. I'm not sure what the reason is for that, but unfortunately I could not get it to work. So if you are running an Intel MacBook, I would just suggest go ahead and run everything. If you do want to do party chat, go ahead and just use the Elgato the Elgato Game Capture HD software to be able to do that. Or you can use Discord. There are ways of getting desktop audio on your Mac. That's personally for me, I use Streamlabs OBS with my HD60S Plus now, and when I do party chat, I just have people join my Discord, so we can actually have some kind of party chat. But if you are wanting to do something with randoms, unfortunately you won't be able to. So yeah. Alrighty, so with that, everything should be good and you should be good to go. But I do want to touch on a little bit more with the streaming aspect of it. If you do plan on using this whole thing while streaming out to your audience, the reason why you actually need two microphones is because for whatever reason, I believe this is on Nintendo's end, there is no way to actually get voice chat over Bluetooth using a Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure why, but that's just something that's done. You can do audio over Bluetooth, but for whatever reason, when it comes to actual voice chat over Bluetooth, that function just does not work. So what you'll have to do is plug in a USB microphone, kind of like this one, directly into the USB slot of the Nintendo Switch dock. So with that should allow you to actually have voice chat through the USB microphone, and then your audio will be coming through your Bluetooth headset. And then also the second microphone is going to be used to actually talk to your audience. If you did see in my previous video, I mentioned that you need a microphone separate for streaming purposes. That way you can just talk to your audience. And unfortunately, it's the same case with this. You will need two microphones, one to talk to the party chat and the other one to actually communicate with your chat on stream. Also, I just want to throw in there as like a secondary to the whole setup of streaming. If you ever do this offline, actually, this device that I got from Amazon is actually pretty nifty. It's a nice little device that plugs directly into the Nintendo Switch. If you have your Nintendo Switch docked, you actually can't use it like this. You can't just plug it in, mainly because the dock would take too, there's not enough space in between the Switch and this little Bluetooth device. Once you plug the dock in there, the dock just kind of knocks it out. So I do enjoy this device. I use it with my AirPods all the time, just to play around and do things while away from my desk, away from the dock, and it's very convenient just to be wireless in that way. It does suck that there isn't voice chat, but you know, it's for the price, you know, it's not too bad. I think I got this on Amazon for $25. Links will be in the description below. It's a pretty nice device, and you know, check it out if it's still there. Alrighty, so that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope you guys can get some kind of wireless thing set up. I will say personally for me, it's not, when I'm doing streaming, I feel like this device isn't really for me when I'm dealing with party chat. It is a great device, don't get me wrong, but I feel that if I didn't have, well, which I don't actually own an expensive pair of headphones, and then also the fact that you can't use the Bluetooth mic that comes with your headphones, for me personally, it just doesn't make sense. But you know, for others, maybe it does. You know, maybe you want to use that 3D spatial audio, whatever you got going on inside of those new gaming headsets, to just have a better experience overall while you game and talk with chat and party chat and all that. But other than that, man, thank you guys for coming. Please like, follow, subscribe. I'll be on Twitch, Twitter, you know, saying, you know, here's the links, get the links, man. Just follow me, iBelvy. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay wild, creators.